the world lives in a different world. What I mean by that is their moral values make them so that their train of thought is on a total different subject than the thoughts that is in a Christian's mind. Like a perverted guy is always talking perverted thoughts. A greedy guy is always thinking about money. A materialistic person is always thinking about what they can get next. So on and so on. A Christian thinks about helping people. They think about pleasing God. They think about family. They think about making the world a better place to live in, and that would include not cutting down all the trees. Even though we're going to be temporarily, we all know it. That's why the Bible says being born of the Spirit, because B-O-R-N the Spirit. Anyways, because you're of a different nature. It's as different as a cat and a dog, in appearance, in looks, in actions. It's as different as a lamb and a goat. It's as different as a pig and I want to say a duck, but you know what? A duck is not that much cleaner than a pig, to tell you the truth. I've owned both of them. So, but anyway, they're just so different. I express the spirit as in a horse. The spirit of a horse. He acts like a horse. He walks like a horse. He talks like a horse. He has horse significations all about him. He prances, and every horse acts the same. If I said, for instance, the spirit of a horse, you would know what I was talking about. Like, if there was a cow that acted like a horse, you know, you would think that was a funny cow, you know. And same thing with a Christian. If you see a Christian that's acting like the world, you say there's something wrong there. You know, I've had so many, because see, Christians aren't perfect. I've had so many people tell me because I'll get upset, I'll say something or act like something that's not very Christian-like, and they'll point that out to me. That's the first thing. You know, this one guy comes out to me, I don't want you to preach to me anymore. I don't want you to show me Bible. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I can tell you the truth, I can't ever remember when I ever preached to him about anything. This particular guy, now don't get me wrong, I've preached to a lot of people, but this fella I just didn't. And you know, that's what I'm saying. The world lives in a different world, you know. They don't like the same things we like, you know. They like, yeah, give me a bunch of that onion, babe. I like onions. They like materialistic value things. You know, my recreation is going to church on Sunday. My recreation is getting up and playing my guitar. One of the things that satisfies me the most, that makes me feel the most fulfilled, is getting up in church and playing my guitar and having the Spirit move in what I'm doing. The Spirit of God. And there's a difference in just playing a guitar and then having the Spirit of God get in there with it, because when the Spirit, it's like you've hit that magic place where all of a sudden, man, everybody is mesmerized with what you're doing. Now that is the Spirit of God moving in what you're doing. A lot of preachers have an ability to do that, and they get lazy in it, And I've lived almost 61 years now, and I've come to know that that's a precious place to be in God. And the world, their place of magic is, man, come out, look at this, what I bought. And you go outside, they got a brand new Corvette or a brand new Mustang or something like that, and that's their magic place. That's where they live. And that's what I'm saying, that the world lives in a different world. The Lord said His home is not here. He says, if this place was my kingdom, my servants would fight. And of course that doesn't mean we're not supposed to protect our family. He's saying that He's saying His servants would set up a domain and protect it. But Jesus didn't even have a house to stay in. He's like, this place is temporary. We're not of the world. We don't I guess we don't live in the world, We're in the world, we're not of the world, and we really don't live in the world. But the world lives in a different world. You know what I mean? Anyway, God bless. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Another great message across the middle ministry.